Well, hello there, folks. Hope y'all are having a wonderful, what is this, Thursday? That's it. Wonderful Thursday evening. Let's make sure that audio is working. Check this right quick, like. I know y'all are really good about letting me know, but it's a lot easier if I just pull it up and check and see. Make sure it's not nothing's going crazy with it like was going on a few weeks ago. Got to start the audio there. Start the audio there. All right, sounds good. We'll mute that and keep an eye on it. Uh-oh. Looks like I froze for a second on the video. All right, good deal. All right, let's pull this other screen over here and say hello to everyone. Looks like Henry G was first out of the blocks this earlier today. TK dropped by with some kind of question. I'm not sure. What's he asking here? Tracking number. Tracking number for what? I know what he's talking about, but if he comes in here, I'm going to act like I don't know what he's talking about. Let's see. Marco's here. There's that Marco guy that somehow managed to get me to go live on Darkwater's channel the other night. I'm gonna see what I can if I can't help Marco do that one week as well. Although he just kept disappearing for some reason. Just messing with you, Marco. Grandpa Neil McKenzie did see Neil McKenzie. He got on there as well. Hey Ramses, hope you're doing well, man. And thank you for that. He says, well, in fact, I think I can do that over here. Whoops. Say hello to my little friend, the like button. There's Marco's telling everyone to go check out. Whoops, it jumped on me. It keeps jumping quick. To go check out the HWG Pocket Check channel on the TKE Discord. So I appreciate it if y'all do that. OC Omega Stacking. Hi there, and thank you for being here. I got that light's too strong there in the back. Let me turn that down a little bit. Y'all can't see the yeah, you can. Right over there. That's that fireside part there. Right? All right, let me turn that down just a little bit. Okay, that probably will help that a little bit. Henry G says TKE, well. He probably did a drive-by and gone now. That's why I said what I said. We got something sitting here just barely hidden that he's interested in. And it's nothing crazy, it's just a box. Let's see here. There's Angela. Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate everyone being here. Dog one, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for being here. I think I'm caught up. Everybody else is everybody saying hello to everybody. So I appreciate that y'all have taken the time out of your day to come in here and hang out for a little bit. Really do appreciate it. All right. So go, if you don't mind and you want to, go check out that Discord, TK's Discord. There's a HWG live pocket check. We'll plan on checking that a little bit later tonight. It may be kind of interesting tonight, though, because we've got certain events going on TV. Actually, my wife was watching earlier, but you've got the March Madness, the tournament, NCAA tournament going on, and a lot of games being played right now. Actually, two of them were played earlier today here in Greenville, and apparently Ohio State got beat in the one of the ones here, and Duke, I think, was the other game that was here in Greenville. I think there's two more games in the semifinals. Let's see, Saturday. I think that's it for here. So I don't think I would like to be downtown Greenville anytime Saturday. Omega Stacking says 33 more subs to my 400 subs. Congratulations on that. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. That's right. And good deal. I'm going to try to listen here to the, hopefully you guys can't hear this, but I've got the amateur radio net here on my radio, and I'm going to check in here in a few minutes and help out the local club if I can. Same here, Ramses. I would sub, but I already did. But if you're not sub, please do so. Let me grab this right quick. Net control. Please check in Kilo 4 X-Ray Bravo. That's K4XB. My name's Tommy. Also, please check in Kilo Quebec 4. To be determined, KQ4TBD. That's Miss Angela, both here in Southern Greenville County. Be negative and negative. Good evening to you and everyone on that. And Jim about made me laugh when I saw that. Kilo 7, Charlie Oscar X-Ray. Is that's your call sign, Jim? I'm going to look. I'm going to look over here and see if it is. Okay. Of course. When I saw the KOX, I figured it was. Or COX, my bad. It absolutely is. Awesome. Well, I guess you figured out mine was also Vanity Call. I wasn't going to get one, and I helped another friend of mine switch all his stuff over, which was a royal pain. And since I already had figured out everything that needed to be switched, I said, well, why not get me a short call sign, and managed to get the first one I tried to get. So, but very, very nice, very cool, Jim. Good to know at least one other ham radio operator on here. And you're only 2,247 miles from me, Jim, as the crow flies. That's always fun. That was good though, Jim. That's cool. That was actually a local net that goes on. I'm actually I usually call a net on every third Thursday night, but since I switched everything over from Tuesday to Thursday, when I did, I forgot that I was doing that, and it's at the same time, of course. So I had to back out and tell them that I was going to take a bit of a break from doing the calling the net, but I still try to check in. All right, let's see. Who else we got? Who else we got here? Jim says even if I get general, I'll probably keep the 2x3s. Absolutely, it's well, it's your name, so that's you got that pretty cool. My wife has the Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Bravo Delta, so I always say KQ4 TBD or Kilo Quebec 4 to be determined, and she'll likely never test for anything higher than a tech. Um, I'm I can't believe that I managed to actually get her tech, but I don't see her upgrading. However, who knows? Joe Casper, thank you for being here, man. It actually all fits together though, Jim, with gadgets. Ham radio is just more gadgets, anyhow. Darkwater says, "Yo, my bad." That's how I paused a minute ago to message him because he asked a question, and I reminded him it was my lifetime. All right, y'all go check out Jim Cox, Jim's channel there. Y'all go check him out if you're not already subbed. I'm pretty sure I am. Let me check it. Let me check it out here. I got another computer sitting here now, so I can easily check it out. And I am subscribed there as well. Tech is pretty good, Wonder Race. Oh, absolutely. Her being able to, well, the first time she took it, she didn't pass. And part of that was I wasn't in charge of the VE team and in my local club at the time. And some of the VEs were sitting up front talking the entire time she was taking her test. And that really messed her up. And she was so mad when we left, it wasn't funny. So from then on, and I wouldn't sit up there and talk. It was just some of the other people would. And when I got to be in charge of the VE team, I said there will be no chatting up here at the front. If you want to chat, you can go in another room. But that just really made her mad. So got a friend that gave a class up in a local town. So she went up there and took the class, and there was another team that actually came in and did the testing. So that worked out really well. She was able to pass. So and got her call sign. So I'm going to turn this off so I don't get distracted by it. Well, yeah, might as well turn it off. Darkwater says they got the Asher Little Buddy Warney blims up right now for 50 bones. That is awesome. Man, I might have to check that out, but I'm pretty happy with the one I got, being S90V, and just a really good knife. Also have the Militaw fixed blade here. I end up carrying that one probably more. Darkwater's provided some awesome clips here. If y'all haven't seen those, but I generally tend to have a folding knife in pocket because, well, it's a folding knife, and I like folding knives. And I'll clip something like this to my belt scout carry. In fact, was going out in the woods yesterday to change the camera batteries, and grabbed that one and put it on my belt since I was going out there. All right, let's see. Roger Baker, thanks for being here, sir. Appreciate you. And there's Marco linking that said Asher little buddy, and I'm gonna have to go check it out right and click on it so I'll remember later. Factory seconds. Yes, I'm over 18. Man. And this one was actually a blim, and I do not. The grind was a little different, but man, after a couple of sharpenings, that won't be an issue at all. Hey, Don R, thank you for being here, sir. First time here. Thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you dropping by. Really do appreciate that. JW Outdoors. That's the artist formerly known as SC Knife Monkey. Thank you for being here, sir. Appreciate it. Omega Stacking says my next number 17 case traditional knife I hope to get this year is case Folding Hunter in dark red carbon fiber. Very cool. That sounds like a good one. There's Mr. Mouse. Thank you for being here, Mr. Mouse. And y'all check out Darkwater if you're not already a member. I mean a subscriber over there. Please go hit him up. And I figured out Tuesday night that I had apparently been a member of Darkwater's channel for over a year, which is crazy talk, and I didn't even realize it. But it seems like the Thursday nights are coming up more quickly than ever before. It seems like it was just a few nights ago that we did the last one, so I think that might be a good thing. It means they're probably becoming more enjoyable to do, and I'm not freaking out over them or anything. Not that I would, but more comfortable doing lives now. And I think I've been doing lives. I got to go back and look. I may not. It may be just over a year now for me doing lives. I think that's what I'm figuring out. Could be wrong. Maybe a little bit longer than that. I need to check that out because I don't know. I'll have to look back and through the lives and see. All right, let's see. Thank you, Thank you, Omega Stacking. Appreciate that. Also, check out Mr. Mouse there. And Ramsey says, check out JW Outdoors, formerly SC Knife Monkey there. Good deal. Dog One's asking Omega Stacking if Case is your favorite. Roger Baker, thank you for being here, sir. Do appreciate it. All right, good deal. And then the other two knives that I have here, this is a Artisan Cutlery Sea Snake. I think I got that on my first blade show, Atlanta, and have carried it some, but don't carry it very much. If I'm carrying a fixed blade, it's usually either the little buddy or the Militao there, or this other little utility blade there. This one here is a handmade knife from a guy that I used to work at the same company with. He had sold it to a guy that worked in the same department as I did, and I thought it was a pretty cool knife, so I purchased it from him. These are handmade, really thick handles, so you can get a good grip on it. But almost a little bit too thick. I thought about taking that down, but then it'd probably just mess everything up, and I couldn't get the rounding, the chamfering on the edges right, and anything like that, and it wouldn't fit in the sheath wherever that got to. It was right here. I know it was right here. I took that out just a few minutes ago. There's a leather sheath somewhere, and it should be close by, but I'm not seeing it. Don't know. It's hiding somewhere. There's the one for the Militol. There's the one for the little buddy. There's the one for the sea snake. Huh. Don't you know? Did it fall on the floor? Well, that's curious. I thought they were all laying here. Anyhow, no big deal. I'll find it later. Probably find it later. All right, let's see. OC Omega says Case is my favorite traditional knife brand. Mr. Mouse says really like that Warney fixed. Yeah, it's a very thin knife. As you see, you've got two different ends of the spectrum there. There's the thickness of this one compared to the thickness of this one. This one's a very thin, very utilitarian blade, and works just fine. Has a nice little Kydex sheath, and on this one I do have one of the Alti clips, so holds in pocket pretty well. But again, I usually, whoops, trying to cut my finger. Usually I carry this one or this one. That bothers me because I know that sheath should be right here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool anyways. But it's got me aggravated because I don't know where it got to. All right, let's see here. Omega Stacking says Case Folding Hunter is a big knife. Same size as the... What's this thing doing? Oh, I've done something now. Same size of Buck Knives 112 Ranger. Okay, cool. Weldon Carrier, thank you for being here, man. Do appreciate it. None for now is here as well. Thank you for being here. Y'all check out Weldon Carrier's channel if you haven't already done so. Dog One says, hey, Weld, second best sticker in the biz. He does have cool stickers. I've got a few of them that I give out on with the giveaway packs. In fact, that reminds me, I need to send some giveaway packs out. My son-in-law has not printed out the things that he was supposed to print for me, but I think I have one that I can send. All right, check out None for Now's channel as well. I do have a Dartwater clip. I've got a Dartwater clip on the... I got a Jim Cox design Darkwater printed clip, and then I have a bunch more of those as well that I haven't. Whoops, you can't see that, can you? I've got several more as well. I don't know if Darkwater's still watching or not, but he asked me about what I had. Oops, I've got several of the black ones and a blue one, and I'm carrying one of the blue ones here. So I do, Jim. I do. I hadn't put it on all my knives yet. This one, I carry this little one sometimes. I carry it scout carry as well. Pretty cool little knife. Y'all, I'm still looking around trying to see where I put that leather sheath, and it's aggravating me because it should be right there. But oh well, it is what it is. Mr. Mouse says only 2 fixed blades of carry are smaller than most of my folders. Yep, I can see that. I kind of want to get one of the tag-alongs from TRM. I think that would be really cool. They didn't have any when we stopped by there, or I probably would already have one. I just haven't ordered another one since I know they've got them back in. None for now says my area is such a mess. Been making beats, Kydex, working on bog oak handles for my mule team. It's bad. See, I have a problem with keeping a work area clean as well. I actually had to do some cleanup before we came on this evening so that I could make everything presentable for you guys. So that's I understand completely. Ramsey says the like button, smash it. Thank you for that. Mr. Mouse says love bog oak. Don R says looking for a good knife sharpener. TS Pro pushes my limits. Don, I would suggest maybe checking out KME sharpeners, but they're also not the cheapest either. TS Prof would be a good choice. As I understand it, like the Cadet or the Cadet Pro, that would probably be really good. But I understand KME might be a little bit less expensive if you can find it on sale. That's what I usually use. In fact, there's a let me leave that kind of poking out in case TKE stops by. But there's a blade here in this in my little tray here. It's a CRKT that a friend of mine asked if I could sharpen. I've got it taken apart. I've just got to get the sharpening done. We may do that on a late night sharpening session or something like that coming up. Meant to do it last weekend, didn't happen, so maybe this weekend. But that would be what I would suggest, Don. None for now says it's so pretty. Get some stabilized stuff, probably talking about the bog oak. And Mr. Mouse, that's not a bad one either. The Work Sharp, there is a fixed, similar to the KMEs or the TS Prof, it fixed angle sharpening. You may be more limited on your sharpening stones, but not a bad choice as well. Thank you for mentioning that, Mr. Mouse. But check out WorkSharp's website, and there's several options. You can get a fancier version or just a very basic, and I think that would probably be an excellent way as well to start sharpening. Jim says those are carbon fiber. That is very possible, Jim. I wasn't sure. He said there's some gray ones and there's some black ones, and I'm not sure which ones these are, but those may be the gray ones. I've tried quite a few until I got one I really liked on that one. Oh, Don R, welcome to the Everyday Crew. I appreciate you joining. Thank you for being a member. And just to let you know, we actually have a members giveaway, and I'm thinking that is next Thursday. I give away a knife on the last Thursday of each month. Also, we have some participant giveaway as well. I have some different things that my son-in-law printed. He prints these knife stands, and give away a lot of those, as well as some 3D printed bit drivers and knife kits. And I just saw one of those knife kits laying around here somewhere. I think it's on the other desk over there. But anyway, y'all check that out, and don't forget about the giveaway next Thursday night, Lord willing. Jim, I think that was it too, but I wasn't sure. Sometimes he asks me questions and then I'm like, what are you talking about? Dog One says, Don needs nice of a mega pile of sharpening vids. He absolutely does. And he went over some of the he did. I remember that. He went over some of the systems recently as well, and gave some options on budget as well as something more expensive. So check out Neve's Knives. They just dropped some. Yeah. Oh, you talking about the TRM tag-alongs? Yeah, I need to catch one of those. Those aren't bad at all. Looks like a really good EDC knife. And I got to play around with some of their knives up there too, which is neat. Omega Stacking says I carried the Coffin Tonto knife in M390 steel. Blade milled titanium handle, Great Eastern Cutlery, Northfield UNX LD in 1095 steel. Blade, the green sweet pickle jig bone handle, and Leatherman Free P4. So you guys, if you don't have the ability to check to post your pictures of your carry in the Discord. Number one, if you want to do that, let us know. We can get you a link to that. If you need a link to join that Discord, we can also get that for you. But feel free to just drop in the comments here in the chat what you're carrying, and we'll take a look at that as well. And for now, it's given the suggestion for Don as well. I don't know how to pronounce that. Was a big upgrade from the base workshop. Yes, they did a newer version, and yes, some of the aftermarket stones are compatible. So absolutely. Well, they say Einstein had Dog One. They say Einstein had a very cluttered desks for whatever that's worth. So there you go. And it sounds like a big helicopter. Let me check that out right quick. If you don't know that you can actually go to a website called ADS-B and see what that's actually an Osprey going over. I thought that might be. They have a rather distinctive chop to them, and occasionally they'll fly over here. So I've got one or more of those. It was interesting. I saw the other day that I was actually outside and I heard some and was actually helping my neighbor out and told him I heard some ospreys, and he was we finally saw them, and it was not only one, it was like 3 or 4 flying in a line there, but I was only seeing one on the screen. Darkwater has actually dropped his carry in the Discord as well. Thank you for doing that, Darkwater. Let me get back to business here. Ramsey says, I just can't give up my Outdoor Element neck knife for my small fixie. There's Will and Carry again. Roger Baker says, just got my first custom fixed blade that I won from Fire Hardened Blades. The Duchess 2.0. Very cool. Awesome. Then for now says, I love a small fixed blade in auto. Then for now said, you won that, Roger Baker? And Roger says, I couldn't believe it. It was even better than the pictures. Awesome. Yes, carbon fiber. There we go. How do we know if we're a member? Probably if you've got that star beside your star beside your name, I think that means you're a member, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not looking at the, let's see. I'm looking at social stream instead of the actual chat. And I'm actually not even looking at the live chat like I need to be. Let's see. Darkwater. Yeah, that's it. I think Jim answered your question there. And now I got lost. Got lost there. All right. Ramsey says the Sharpall 202H knife sharpening kit regular price is $169. There's another option. I am not familiar with that. No, for now says the clamp threads on the work sharper plastic. I stripped mine. There you go. That's there's some feedback on that for you there, Dime. I think he knew that already, Jim. He was just letting us know. I think. Okay, I think let's see. I already read what OC was carrying. Yep, I gathered that, Jim. It took me a minute. Sometimes I'll get behind on the chat because I'm like 5 minutes behind. So, also Darkwater, like right here, when I flash your info up on the screen, it actually shows that you're a member right there on the on your logo, and I'm pointing at it, but I realize you guys can't see where my arrow is pointing. Let's see. No, right. Whoops. Nope. Right in this area right here, Darkwater. It says membership. There you go. Oh, and very cool. Yeah, Jim, thank you for that. Sometimes I get behind and then I'm like, what was that? But because I do the same thing too when I'm trying to talk back and forth with somebody in chat. Known for now, since finished a new Kydex for my Bradford Guardian. Those are very nice fixed blades as well. Ramsey Silent says, Leather Monarch, Sog Power Pint, Olight Mini 2, Spyderco Shaman M4, Spyderco Bodacious S30, Takray Tehran and ZDP 189, CRKT Obake Fixed, Outdoor Element Neck Knife, and a Real Steel Slip Joint in N690. I noticed that Ramsey's has his basic carry and then some items that he actually rotates in and out, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I see a lot of things that I recognize when he lists those out. But then every once in a while there's something a little bit different. And there's Dwayne Letterman. Thank you for being here, Dwayne. Appreciate you, man. Marco is linking the Help with Gadgets channel there on TK's Discord server. Y'all go check that out. Drop your link or drop your picture of your carrier there. Now for now says Bradford Guardian 3 Hinder XM18 Harpoon Spanto Case 35VN Sidebuster Junior, another solid carry. Jim Cox says Roger Baker didn't make any progress on the Bel Air scale. SolidWorks is not loading up for me. Oh no, that's awful when your software that your CAD software is not working. Dog one says, how did you get that info on the copter? Well, let's see. Let me see if I can actually show you guys. Let's do some gadget stuff here. Let me pull this over on another screen. And do the window capture. Let's see. Let me grab that. Okay. So it's a website, and you can't see that part of it. Well, that stinks. It's only showing that. Let's see if I can. There we go. Okay. So as you can see there, it's globe.80sbexchange.com. So you can see what aircraft is coming by. And this was the Osprey that was what I was showing that it was flying by. And then over on this side, it's actually showing details about it. You can hit full details, and it'll give you usually give you some more information. But that's not a whole lot of information on that one. But you just click on it like that, and it'll show you that it's a U.S. military Boeing V-22 Osprey. But it'll actually show where on the map you are, and as you can see, it went right over the house. Pretty much. Well, not exactly over the house, but pretty close. So that's 80. Well, I guess I could. I guess I could post it, couldn't I? Make it a lot easier for you guys. Make sure it goes to the right thing. Okay. Here you go. I'll post that in chat. So that's that. Okay, let's close that out and whoops. No. There we go. Go back to the desktop. Okay. And I'm way behind you guys. I apologize. Oh, I do want to do this though. Let's see if I've got any. All right, I don't have any do that with on. So let's get back. Where did I go? All right. One says green font equals a member. I think you're right on that too, dog one. Unless you're a moderator, that's right. Then it changes too. So OC Omega says I have about 16 case knives in my whole traditional knives collection. We actually went over. We went over. I pulled out a lot of the traditional knives that I had a couple of lives ago. So and then I actually forgot and didn't have some of the ones that I have. So yeah. Dog one says under the avatar, membership or bad person. Ramsey says it will change, talking about his carry sometimes, mostly from traveling or camping. Otherwise, my ADC is gifts from. Very nice, very cool. Neil McKenzie says Gerber US1, Tiny Sog on keyring, Nikron C1 Lite. Very cool. I tell you what, I like gadgets. I like stuff that where I can look things up, and I really like being able to see what's flying over. I don't know. I've actually got an app on my phone where I can pull it out and see. Sometimes it's pretty cool to see what's going on in the air above you. And I use that also when my daughter's flying. A lot of times I will put in um, her flight info and be able to watch from the time that she's leaves the gate to taxiing down the runway to taking off, and then I'll watch and see when she's supposed to land, and then I can check and see if she's when she lands and all that kind of good stuff. So very cool. Edge Time says greetings from cold, hostile Lansing, Michigan. Edge Time, did you get a little bit of snow here recently? I think I heard something about some snow, and Let's see here. I think I'm actually caught up. Oh, and that was actually a member for 13 months. Edge Time. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Sometimes I'll miss the milestone chats because I'm using Social Stream to put you guys up here on the screen. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. 13 months. That means I've been going for at least 13 months, y'all. And I didn't even do anything for the year. But we're sort of approaching, we're getting closer to 1,500 subs. And when we do that, we're going to have got another sub. So 1,427. When we get to 1,500, then we're planning a giveaway, including the aforementioned TRM night. Well, I didn't mention that, but we were talking about TRM, but I do have a holier nerd here in Magna Cut that we are giving away. And you can actually reverse flick these, and it has a pretty cool rollout as well. So that's one of the 3 knives that we've got, plus some other swag. Ramsey says, I got 4 feet in 36 hours. Youch. Youch. No, that wouldn't be a whole lot of fun. But I did hear that it was like just a crazy March snowstorm that bunches of snow, and saw a few pictures. That's just crazy. We got cold. It actually got down below freezing the last couple of nights. But I think it's supposed to be like 80 tomorrow, so it's just nuts. Let's see. I can't tell what the temperature is here. I got another gadget. I got a weather station outside that I can actually pull up and I got it feeding to a website, so I can pull that up. 52 degrees here. It's supposed to get down to, I heard something. It's supposed to get down to 38 tonight, 72 tomorrow, and then 80 on Saturday, but chance of rain as well. Neil McKenzie's in the desert and said the temp hit 100 today. And I had heard that the Southwest was going to get some warmer than normal temperatures. Now, so 80 Saturday, 86 Sunday, 85 Monday, and then Tuesday supposed to be back in the 60s. So it's fluctuating. It's doing its normal thing in the springtime. You never want to don't think you're in the clear from getting any frost or freezing weather. In my opinion, until well into April. So that's nuts. Ramsey says lightning and thunder with thick snow. That's crazy. And hey, Paul Mills, thank you for being here, man. Do appreciate it. There's Neil's comment. I don't know that I highlighted it. May have. Ramsey says that sounds neat. Maybe it's a new norm. That and zombies. Neil McKenzie said 95 now. Ugh. Well, we're dealing with a balmy 50. Oh, it's dropped 51 now. Temperature must be dropping a little bit. Ooh. Edge Time says a tree fell over at my house, but I wasn't there to hear it, so it didn't make any sound. Like, oh, yeah. Oh, man. Bill Fernell says we had purple lightning in the snow storm, but no thunder. That's wild. I mean, snow just muffles all sounds anyway, so especially when it's with that thick snow. I'm assuming it was not heavy, wet snow. It was probably a drier snow, I'm guessing. That being said, I am no snow expert. I live in South Carolina. we're lucky to see it every few years. The sound of one hand clapping. No noise. All right. I'll tell you what, let's go check out the, done lost it now. Let's go check out the, what you guys have put on the HWG Like It Live Pocket Check Discord. If I can say it for one, and then if I can nope. What did you not do that for? Okay. I need to do that. All right. So let's see what we got here. Jim Cox, that EDC tray looks a lot like the one that I got here that I just dumped something out of. So we'll not be turning that up right now. It looks a lot like the one I have. Cool tray, by the way. You'll have to tell me what the what all of these are. I think that's a. I'm not gonna say. Where's Jim at? Where's Jim at? Catch you guys chats while we're here. You know, there it is. I lost the icon for a minute. There's Blessed EDC. Thank you for being here, man. Thomas EDC Gates. Thank you. Ramsey says it has snowed in Wisconsin every month except August. Wow. Hello, Tony Sheely. I don't know if I've seen you before, but thank you for being here. Lucky to see snow are words I can't imagine ever saying. It's nice to actually see it every once in a while. Every once in a while. So that's one cool thing about living in South Carolina. We don't get to see that snow all the time, and usually it's gone within a couple of days. This year we had 2 events in consecutive weekends, so we got well, it was supposed to be an ice storm. We got some ice, a little bit of ice, but mainly like really fine snow. And then the next weekend we actually got a pretty decent snow. And I say pretty decent, 3 or 4 inches. That's decent for us. So, but it was enough for the grand boy to be able to come over and play, and we actually had an awesome time playing in the snow. So that was fun. That was really cool. None for now said, "What's the tank?" That's what I'm hoping Jim. Attention to detail, Mark II, and an axial Alpine. There you go. Very cool, Jim. That's those are nice. That is a tank. That's a beast of a knife there. All right, let's see what else we got here. Darkwater said was sad. What's he talking about? What's he talking about? Don R says 66 now, 36 by morning here in North Dakota. Real spring heat wave. There you go. Oh, it skipped on me again. Did I miss Metal Relic? Yep, there he is. Hey, Metal Relic Art, thank you for being here. None for now says seeing it is one thing, moving it around and around in it gets old fast. Right. That's why I like it. It's usually here and then gone. Darkwater Actual has been a member for 11 months. Says God is good. Thank you for being here, Darkwater. Thank you for being a member. Absolutely. Joel Cutting Edge says greetings from Los Cabos, Mexico. Long-time viewer. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for dropping by and saying hello. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for doing that. Blessed EDC says it was 92 degrees here today, no snow. Thursday Jake, thank you for being here, man. Do appreciate it. Let's see. No for now says snow yesterday, 75 today, Midwest. Awesome. Dog one says snow, dogs and kids. It's a grin. My dog runs with her face in it. You're right. She'll ours will dip her nose in it and just she loves it. Jim Cox says it's a beast on washers. Love it. It does look like it's a beast. Ramsey says lived in South Carolina for a year. Largest, scariest rabbit I ever saw. Now that's some words you don't normally see. Largest, scariest rabbit. Then there needs to be some more information on that, Ramses. Oh, dog wants to snow zoomies. Absolutely. No for now says my dog loves snow zoomies. Darkwater Actual with a super chat says, can you show off the ABW to make me super jelly? So which one are you talking about there, Darkwater? We've got the actual in pocket today. You can let me switch back right quick to the desk. We've got the Model 3 Auto. We've got the Model 1 Warning with the micarta scales, and we have the slip joint. Delicately balanced there. And when I mean balanced, it's balanced. But thank you so much for that, Darkwater. And I'm not trying to make you jealous, and hopefully you can snag one of those before too long. And oh, I got the wrong button here to be clicking on. That's why it won't click. The Jake says was hot today here was 93. No, I don't remember that one. That's funny though. Oh me. Mr. Eddie, thank you for being here. Says, oh, this is today. Absolutely. Paul Mill says the famous Mr. Eddie. They do show up. Ramses, I gotta know what's there's gotta be more to this this rabbit story. That's pretty funny. All right, let's switch back to the Discord and see what else we got. That was good though. Here we go. All right, there we go. Back to the Discord, and so this was a attention to detail. This one here, and then there was another. I already forgot what Jim said. We got distracted there, talking about snow and large scary rabbits. Let's see. I'm not making fun of you, Ramses. I'll find it in a minute, probably. Here we go. Axial Alpine. This one here. Love that blade shape. Very cool. Anybody that knows me probably understands that I like Warncliffs. So very cool. All right, let's see what we got next. Darkwater Actual with his Darkwater Hank. And is that a that's a prototype, whatever it is. I think it's a petrified fish, but I'm not positive on that. Tell us there, Darkwater. Morgan, if you're still here. Runaway. It's a North Mountain Blade Redeemer. Very cool. I was trying to figure out the logo, and obviously I just messed it up. There's Kanji Blades. Thank you for being here, man. Do appreciate it. By Mad Yako, and so is the Hank. So, Mad Yako, is that a Mad Yako design knife there? Darkwater? Okay, here we go. Here's some more information on the on the rabbit. I was at a full-size 1970 Chevy Suburban. I thought it was a small deer on the side of the road. It stood up its hind legs and looked in the pasture. Oh, okay. Oh, what part of South Carolina were you in, Ramses? Oh man. Y'all check out Kanji Blades. Oh man. That's awesome. Edge Syme says Ramses has South Carolina anxiety. Awesome. All right. Okay. So we have North Mountain Blades. Oh, I lost it. North Mountain Blades Redeemer. And get some more information on that, I think, maybe. So very cool. Nice blade shape there, too. Just outside Spartanburg. my wife drives back and forth to Spartanburg every day. I'll have to tell her to watch out for the rabbits. Awesome. Thank you for that. Ganji says, I'm still in the process of finishing up 4 folders. Should be done soon. Just trying to recover surgery. Then I'll be back at it. Hopefully you heal well, Kanji, and are back at it before too long. Jim Cox says, Ramses, are you a child of the late 60s or something? Oh, man. Dwayne says, sounds like some South Carolina shine played a part in seeing that rabbit. We're not laughing at you there, Ramses, but that is funny. Don says, I like wood handles, easier to maintain. They can be, absolutely. Oh, man. So, let's see what None for Now has. Let's see. Both beads are bog oak, G10, and mammoth molar. So that's some cool beads on both of those knives there. And he's got a case double X with let's see, what does it say? Very cool. Very cool None for Now. That's a hinderer there. And I don't know but that looks like custom sheath there. Derek for real says, wait a minute, I've missed a couple of things here. Hey man, how are you? Do appreciate it. Dog One says, I believe it. My neighbor has a bug from Calcutta. I don't judge, but young people today have exotic pets, sloths and slugs. Oh man. There's Robin. Thank you for being here, Robin. Ron Dobbins, thank you for being here as well. Appreciate you guys being here. Ramsey says, I was totally sober. Just got off work from a Little Cricket gas station. We've got some critters in the area. We've got a lot of rabbits here. In fact, my dog ended up getting one in the backyard just the other day. Actually, not the other day, middle of the night. And of course, I hadn't gone to bed just yet, and my wife's hollering for me that they got one because she heard it screaming. So, but it was still alive, and it hopped off. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's see. All right, y'all check out Robin's, otherwise known as Apex Carries info there. Ramses has dropped the Instagram as well as the YouTube channel. Thank you for doing that, Ramses. And then for now says the sheath I just made today, Radford Guardian. I was wondering, but I wasn't going to say because I'm not that familiar with all that. Edge Time has a Spyderco. Is that the end? That's a stretch 2 XL. Okay, I was fixing to guess wrong, so I'm glad I didn't continue to say what I was fixing to say. So, Edge Time, thank you for dropping that. Let's see, K390, from what I understand, a good steel. What do I have anything in K390? No, the Spydercos I have are LMAX, Spy 27, and S110V are my Spydercos, and whatever the cheap ones are as well. All right. Anyhow, good deal, and thank you for dropping that Edge Time. That's a lightweight stretch, by the way. Come on. And then Robin Dallum has the Tashi Baruka Large Krypton. I actually have a Krypton that I have reviewed that I need to get. Have I put it out yet? Maybe, maybe not. I've reviewed one that was sent to me, so very cool. That looks like a custom though, and I don't think the one I did was a custom. Very nice, Robin. Let's see. Derek, doing pretty well, man. Hope you have been as well. Kanji Blades, I went and subscribed and dropped a comment. Nice. Very cool. And y'all check out Mr. Eddie's Instagram there. Thank you, Ramses. Ramses, you must have a list of everybody instead of trying to look it up every time, I'm guessing. Jim Cox says, I have to get the software straightened out either way, and I want to do the scales. I was going to do the XL first, but I'll do the regular Bel Air first. Don says, I gather a bunch of knives, cheap to expensive. My kids can choose after I pass. All will be sharp. And Don, I would suggest taking one of those less expensive ones and sharpening it first until you kind of get the hang of it, because there is a technique. But watch some of knives sharpening videos. There's others as well. Actually, there's a guy here in South Carolina, and I would have to look up the link to that. But if you run into any problems, you can always message me on Instagram, and I'll be happy to help out where I can there, Don. Ron Dobbins says, hit that thumbs up, everyone. You can do it. Thank you for that, Ronald Dobbins. All right, let's see. Derek says, I hit the thumbs up button all by myself. Dog One says, very much like the Bradford Guardian. Great and a fair price. Good tool. Absolutely. There's Mattisfaction. Stopped by to say hello. Thank you, Matty. Hope you're having a good evening, sir. Matty says, hope everyone is doing amazing. There you go. Robin says, time for dinner. So hangry. Haha. Ramsey says, think I'm going to try and get a 15V native 5. Wanted a smock, but I can't afford it. Was Derek greeting Maddie? Awesome. Ramsey says, I have a list of 300 plus at this point. Wow. Very cool, man. You do an excellent job of modding and dropping links to others, and I really appreciate that. That's I've said many times, that's how we get to find others' channels that we may not know about. I know I've done that a lot as well. And y'all check it as well. Sometimes if you click on a link and subscribe to a channel, if you don't post anything, sometimes they'll drop you. So wouldn't hurt from time to time to click on these that Ramses and others have linked, and make sure that you are staying subbed to those channels. All right, let me get a drink of water here. Two or 3 minutes behind now. Jim Cox says, Mattisfaction, have you tried any of the cottage cheese pizza bakes? I just did one. It was nice and moderately low carb. And there we go. Maddie says, I've not even heard of them. For some reason now, whenever I see something hot dog related, I think of Maddie as well. He tends to like everything surrounding hot dogs, pickles, mustard, and all kinds of different things that are hot dog related. And I hadn't even seen that yet. So Jim Cox said, make it. Just some cottage cheese, some Parmesan, some mozzarella, spices, couple of eggs, pepperoni. Actually sounds pretty decent. Very cool. All right, let's see. According to Maddie, hot dogs are the perfect food. Perfect, he says. Perfect. And Derek somehow found the hot dog emoji. Oh, very cool, Ramses. His bodacious was a gift from Apex Carry, that being Robin. Very cool, very cool. That's awesome. All right, let's see here. My voice is starting to get tired from talking, and we've been going a little over an hour and 15. Why does it tell me I need to do this? It says something about my video resolution being wrong. And I need to, actually, I need to do a screenshot. Is it because I'm looking, maybe the screen that I'm on that it doesn't like? Do you guys see that, do you guys see the screen, or is it smaller than it should be? You guys tell me. Oh, here I am. We're still looking at Robin's Tashi Baruka. Y'all didn't tell me that. All right, let's back up here. Put that down. Transition over. All right, is this showing up normal size for you guys, or is it a little smaller than it's supposed to be? At least you guys could see the text or the chats there. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Derek says, I'm a gangster on this thing. If I'm standing in front of my TV, it's when I'm out in the shop and I just got my phone, I can't communicate. Illuminati says, you can't leave. I just got here. There's Blue. Thank you for being here, Blue. Ramsey says, I got to go get my brother in 10 minutes. You be careful, Ramses. Thank you for all you do there. Derek says, smaller than it should be. Okay, I got to see if I can figure that out because I've got it what I think it should be, but I'll have to figure that out. In fact, I need to, where'd that screen get to? I need to make I'm going to take a screenshot here. It says I need to, whoops. It says the resolution's at 2560 by 1600. Let me take a screenshot here, you guys, right quick, because I need to take a look at that and figure out what's going on. All right, just gonna move that over there. I need to figure that out because well, that's just not right. So it needs to be right. All right. Illuminati sent one Help with Gadgets gift membership, and Derek for real was the recipient of that gifted membership. Thank you very much, Blue, for doing that, and congratulations to Derek for that. Maddie says, I see a pocket check in Tommy. Yep, we got through the pocket check, and I hadn't put it back to the desktop yet. Dog One says it's all right. And oh yeah, that was several minutes ago. Derek says we're still looking at Ron's knife. Yep. Maddie says normal for me. So it's okay now. Well, it actually says I've got a poor thing up there too, but I don't know about all that. Anyhow, y'all check out Bluminati. Ramses has linked him up there. Derek says you just got smaller, but your knives take up a majority of the screen. Okay, so that may be Apex. Robin says it's got black bars on either side. Okay. Huh. I got to figure out how to fix that. Because let's see if this does it. I'm gonna try something. That ain't gonna work. Don't think that's gonna work. That didn't work. That just kind of zoomed out or something, zoomed in or. Well, we'll play with it some more. We'll see. It may be a setting I can change in the studio. Continuous improvement. Trying to fix the gadgets. I don't think that's typical or should be. It warns me that something's not right, but I don't know how to fix it. But we're gonna figure that out if we can. So if I pop up here in a little bit to do a test, y'all will know it's just a test. Thank you, Don. Appreciate that, man. Ramsey says there's a small black around the edge. Okay. Okay. Eric says it's fine on my TV, but I think you need to flip it and reverse it. Is it not showing? It should be showing your that the way that you can read it. Edge Time says I got some dude with a beard and some knives on my screen. Must be broken. Oh me. Let's see. All right, Ramses, man, have a good night. Be careful driving to get your brother. Okay. I missed it, obviously. All right, let's see. Blue, have I stayed on long enough since you just got here, man? Maybe not. The pollen has come out like crazy recently too, and I was outside for a little bit today. Had to take the dogs to the vet, and I'm sure that with the next few days being outside, probably a lot more. Those sinuses are going to be fun, but that's part of it. So it is that time of year. Derek says, when I lived down in North Carolina, I got to see my first yellow pollen breeze. Yeah, it is. And I used to drive out to New Bern from Greenville area every week. I was working for a medical device company, and I installed Pyxis machines in hospitals out there, and it's crazy. It's crazy driving across state and well here in South Carolina too, and seeing the breeze just pick up a huge bunch of yellow pollen and send it flying. And if you're outside at night and got a good flashlight, you can actually see that pollen floating around too. So just a side item to bring in the EDC items into that conversation. Ramsey says, or Ramsey's Bluminati says, I guess I got my gadget fixed. Aw, thank you, Blue. Thank y'all for being here. It would just be me here talking, probably not being very interesting without you guys here to help with the conversation. Really appreciate y'all. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening, wonderful rest of your week. It's almost Friday, which means it's almost Saturday. So y'all stay safe. Hope to see y'all again next week. Please come by for the member giveaway as well as the participant giveaway next Thursday night, Lord willing. And Derek says my buddy used to deliver those machines. He was a truck driver. Yep, they would come in and get pushed into some area in the hospital. Then I would have to go in and get them ready, unpack them, get them ready, get them programmed, and then help get them into place and swap them out, or help assist during when they swap the meds from the old one to the new one. So yeah, crazy. Hey Derek, thank you for being here, man. Go try not to cut off fingers. And God bless you all as well. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate y'all. Really appreciate y'all coming and being on the live. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. Hey J1, thank you for being here, man. And really appreciate y'all. Hope to see y'all again next week. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all have a good night.